Hey guys, it's Annie here, and I'm going to make this quick video for you guys. My goal in 2015 December is to make more videos like I used to. If you go check out my YouTube channel of just more tips for all of you. So that's kind of what my personal goal is in December, to help you guys get ready and kick off the new year. So the big topic that I have been talking with a lot of the coaches individually. I've been doing calls with people, and one of the biggest things that I keep hearing consistently is that, this is a really busy time, and they are feeling as if they aren't doing the right things that they need to move their business forward. So I wanted to say that, first of all, obviously it's the holidays and it's December, and so, everybody's a little, things are crazy. You're going to the school more probably with your kids, you're shopping. The holidays, it can be a really stressful time. So I'm going to talk about 3 tips that you can use right now to keep your momentum going, to help you kick off January and get started to kick off the year, so that you are, a couple steps ahead of the game when the new year does hit, and all of a sudden that leaf is turned over of people wanting to get back into their business and get back into their health and start a new program, and you're going to be ready when they are. So the first thing is, this is the time that you should most importantly be consistent with your own workouts and be sharing about that. This is a time when many people will be watching you, and a lot of time when people stop working out because of stress in the holidays, but they are watching you. And if you're being consistent with getting ahead of the game, for example, starting, the hammer and chisel, I'm on day 5, and I'm going to, be a couple weeks ahead of people, so that when the time comes, they're going to have already followed me for a couple weeks. So you could even do that with your 21-day fix workouts, whatever it is. Building up that momentum and staying on track with your own health and fitness is, number one, the most important thing that's going to help you build momentum and bring in that consistency and people to you, because they're gonna see that you're not messing around, that you are on top of your A game, that you are trying your best even during the holidays, and that's what they want. They want a real life person that also is going through the same things as them, and they're just staying consistent. So make sure, if there's anything that you can do, it's definitely stay consistent with your own health and fitness. Do the 3-day refresh, get back on track, post about how you're struggling to get up in the morning, but you're going to do it anyways. How you're making Shakeology to crave those cravings for those, cookies and things like that. Number 2, right now is the most important time. I know we don't have a lot of time, but to be inviting people. And what do I mean by inviting? Because it's kind of like a vague word. And inviting can be just starting a relationship with anybody, starting to figure out what that person's goals are. I'll give you an example. When people tend to like my posts, I might reach out to them if I haven't before, or maybe I've touched base with them, a couple of months ago, but we haven't talked. And I'll just thank them for liking my post and just start to look at their posts and see what they're up to. And that way I'm sort of, building a relationship with them and kind of figuring out, would this be something that they're interested in? Because most likely if they're going to like your post, then this might be something that might be ready for them in January. So that's a good way that I invite. The second way that I invite is I'm always continuously trying to, grow my network through maybe just Instagram or through Facebook like page is something that I'm personally doing right now. And I'm doing that on my like page by reaching out to people in different areas, just not my local area, and trying to find my niche, which is going to be different for everybody. And if you don't know what your niche is, then that's something that you might want to start focusing on. Your niche is basically the people that are going to relate to you the most, based on what your own personality is and what your interests are. I'm a mom. I'm 30. I was a teacher previously. I relate a lot to, people that have similar interests with my kids, maybe people that are in their 20s, working professionals. I have a lot of interest in them. So that's kind of what my personal niche is. Number 3 is starting to learn the business. If you are a new coach, this is probably, one of the best times to really restate your goals for the new year, to get a planner, to start becoming consistent with your to-do list, that you might have what we call a power hour, that you're just going to get what you need done in that power hour. And if you can start being consistent now, maybe a couple times a week, come January, you're going to have a momentum of built up invites and follow-ups and people and relationships to then build upon in January. Because what happens is, so many people will say, oh, I'm going to start in January. I'm going to start in January. And yes, that's great, and that's a good time to just refocus everything. But the people that take the time to work their business now in December and lay down that foundation of building, their fitness, they're inviting, they're doing that power hour and learning the business, they're going to have a platform and a foundation of people to work off from. So this business is really basically everything you do now is what's going to transform your business in 2 months from now. And I know it's kind of a weird concept to think about, but it takes time in this business. You have to be patient. It's something that is not just going to happen overnight, and it's certainly not going to happen in a month. So one of the things that we think, and I know I've thought this in the past, is that everything has to be super perfect, and we have to be these ideal fitness people, and we have to have learned everything before we get started. But this business is really about just jumping in and taking action and implementing what you're learning. If you are continuously seeing or watching these videos, and then you write down a bunch of things, and then you jump to another video and you learn more, and then you jump to another video and you learn more, and you're not implementing and putting to action what you're learning, then nothing is going to happen for you. If you don't take action and step outside your comfort zone, or just take action to do your power hour instead of, it's great to learn, but then you need to take that next step of taking action. And that's really where you're going to see the results, is based on your action. So obviously coaches that are taking action see the best results. So I hope this was helpful. Again, this is the holidays, and things do get stressful, and I feel it myself with kids and all these different things going on. But if you can give yourself an hour a day and just refocus your own business and stick to these 3 vital things, you're obviously going to be on the right track. You're going to stay accountable to your health and fitness. And we all know that when you're doing it yourself and you're being a product of the product, that you are going to more likely want to share about what you're doing. Obviously, be real, be a real person. You're obviously going to have some cocktails and have cookies and whatever, but just staying on track and sharing what is working for you is really what's going to help you connect to those other people. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks, guys. Bye.